Hey folks, today we're diving into President Trump's latest proposal about Gaza that's got everyone talking. This isn't just another political move, it's a bold and controversial plan that has sparked a whirlwind of reactions from all corners of the globe. Recently, Trump suggested that the U.S. should take control of the Gaza Strip, relocate its population, and transform the area into what he called the Riviera of the Middle East. Imagine turning a conflict-ridden zone into a luxurious tourist destination. Sounds ambitious, right? The idea is to leverage the beautiful Mediterranean coastline to create a hub of luxury resorts, pristine beaches, and high-end amenities that could rival the likes of the French Riviera or the Amalfi Coast. Yep, you heard that right. This grand vision was announced during a joint press conference with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and it has left many people in shock and disbelief. This grand plan was announced during a joint press conference with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The announcement was met with a mix of applause and skepticism, highlighting the divisive nature of the proposal. Now, reactions to this proposal have been all over the place. Some see it as a groundbreaking solution to a long-standing issue, while others view it as an impractical and ethically questionable move. Some Israeli politicians and commentators are on board, seeing this as an opportunity to bring stability and economic growth to the region. They argue that a transformed Gaza could become a beacon of prosperity in the Middle East. They see this as an opportunity to not only improve the lives of those in Gaza, but also to foster better relations and economic ties within the region. But let's not sugarcoat it. There's been a huge wave of opposition. Palestinian citizens of Israel, liberal Israelis, and even some of our international allies are pretty much up in arms. The idea of forced relocations has struck a particularly sensitive nerve, and even some of our international allies are pretty much up in arms. The international community is deeply divided, with many countries expressing serious concerns about the feasibility and morality of such a plan. Critics are calling the plan problematic and deranged. They argue that it oversimplifies a complex issue and could lead to more instability rather than peace. So, what's the big deal? Why is this proposal causing such a stir? Well, implementing this plan is no walk in the park. We're talking about major legal, logistical, and moral challenges here. The legal hurdles alone are staggering, not to mention the logistical nightmare of relocating an entire population. And then there's the moral dilemma. We're talking about major legal, logistical, and moral challenges here. Forced relocations? That's a massive red flag, raising concerns about ethnic cleansing and violations of international humanitarian law. And that's not all. That's a massive red flag, raising concerns about ethnic cleansing and violations of international humanitarian law. The ethical implications are profound and cannot be ignored. Countries with peace agreements with Israel, like Egypt and Jordan, have warned that this could destabilize the region further. They fear that such a drastic move could unravel years of diplomatic efforts and peace treaties. Saudi Arabia has flat-out rejected the idea, saying normalization with Israel is a no-go without a Palestinian state that includes Gaza. This stance adds another layer of complexity to an already convoluted situation. Saying normalization with Israel is a no-go without a Palestinian state that includes Gaza. The broader implications for Middle Eastern geopolitics are immense. Given all this pushback, Trump has had to dial back some parts of his plan. He's ruled out the use of American troops and suggested that any relocations would be temporary. But is that enough to quell the opposition? He's ruled out the use of American troops, which is a significant concession. However, the idea of temporary relocations still leaves many questions unanswered, and suggested that any relocations would be temporary. But let's be real, there are still a ton of unanswered questions about how this would all play out and the long-term impacts. The uncertainty surrounding this proposal is palpable. It's a complex issue with far-reaching consequences. The geopolitical ramifications could be enormous, affecting not just the Middle East but global politics as well. What do you think about Trump's proposal? Is it a visionary plan or a recipe for disaster? We want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this and other pressing issues. See you next time. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this and other pressing issues. See you next time.